Good evening, people. I'm back with another silent film video and another film from 1921, which seems to be we've been watching a lot of films from 1921. But The Phantom Carriage, directed by Victor Sjostrom. He's a Swedish guy. Apparently, this film is the film that inspired Ingmar Bergman to start making films. I'm not sure that was a good thing, but whatever. This is a film about David Holm. And who is David Holm? He's a drunk, and there's a Salvation Army girl who's in bed. She wants to see David Holm. She's not well, dying maybe, but no one can find him. He is a drunk with his two drunk friends in a graveyard. And he's talking about his old friend George, who was telling him about a story of the Phantom Carriage, where the last person that dies on New Year's Eve is destined to drive Death's cart, aka the Phantom Carriage, for the next year, picking up souls. There's a hooded cloak on the side, and he goes around picking up souls. David Holm gets into a scuffle, gets whacked over the head. The next thing you know, he's out of his body, and the Phantom Carriage comes to collect him. But it's George, his old friend. He is the driver, and he's surprised, like, you're the one that's come to replace me? So then they sit and they talk, and we get the story of David Holm's life, how he started his life happy, and then George came into the picture, and then it went south pretty damn quick, and we see how he ended up where he is today. And there's very, very little, and I mean very, very little, happiness in this film. There's not much. It's sad, it's drab, it's dull. The only bits of happiness when we see David Holm long ago, when he's got a wife and kids, happy, but it's not. It's drab. It's a sad film. And the big draw for me back in the day, 7 years ago, fuck me, was the Phantom Carriage itself. You can see, you know how the effect is done today, but I can just imagine 1921 watching this and thinking, probably you wouldn't swear, would you? Go, I say, if you're watching it in Britain, I say, how do you think that effect was done? It's pretty obvious now, but it's still very impressive how they did it, how they achieve what they want with the effects they have. Top-notch stuff, really is top-notch stuff, and the music that plays as well. It's like, ugh. But I've seen this once, 2015, and I remember I remember the Phantom Carriage stuff, because you don't forget that. But a big chunk of the film, it's just about David Holm and his life. And I've forgotten all about that shit. I don't remember any of that whatsoever. And the Phantom Carriage isn't in it for a big chunk, which is kind of sad. But then you get all about the story, which I have no problem with the story. On the back, it's a Dickensian ghost story, a deeply moving morality tale, as well as a showcase for groundbreaking special effects. A lot of special features on this Criterion DVD that I got from eBay long before we had Criterions in this country. This is available on Blu-ray in this country. It's also available to watch on YouTube for free. So, like with a lot of the other films I've been watching, there's no excuse not to. And there's one scene in it, that might look familiar. I won't say what it is in case one person is interested, but you'll know it towards the end. You might think, hey, it's that scene. But a solid film with great special effects, sad, but well worth a watch. The Phantom Carriage, people, go watch it.